here's Brodie Brazil.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how this video is going to go over across the flight instructor community. I mean, I hope it's well, but when some people see this, what, don't keep your CFI forever? What are we talking about here? Ditching your person? Like halfway through the training? No, I'm not saying that at all by any means. So we'll get into this in a second. But first, let me point your attention to that photo. That is yours truly back in the day, 2008 or so, working with Vincent. He turned out to be one heck of an airline pilot. But that would be my advice for him back then, or anybody else right now in this similar scenario as a student pilot. If you're going from private to instrument, instrument to commercial, commercial to multi, or CFI, don't keep your one CFI forever. Now, let me clarify. Consistency for you is beneficial. And I do think that keeping and retaining a primary CFI is absolutely your best idea from the start to the last day of a specific rating, right? You pass the check ride, done. You want to keep that person afterwards, fine. Maybe starting something new, try a different instructor, which I'll get to in just a second. But keeping your CFI through the course of one rating or one goal, absolutely the best idea. Having a primary CFI. Because if you have just one person, you will definitely progress in a more streamlined fashion. You're always working with them. They know your highs, your lows, your weak points. They know what you're good at. They will guide you through this the best. Now, don't get me wrong. You'll probably do stage checks, stage 1, 2, and 3 checks before solo flight, cross country, and before the check ride with somebody else, with a different instructor, just to back your primary instructor up, just to have a second opinion, second set of eyes. But having that primary instructor who you do most of your lessons with, all of your lessons with, that is no doubt the best idea. And it also helps because you're likely to grow a relationship with that person, to likely have a personality fit. I mean, if it's early and you're not getting along, change right then and there. Okay, I'm not saying keep your one person forever if you don't like them. If it's not working out and you're at the beginning still, now is the opportunity to try something else. But once you've got into this and you're halfway through it and the personality fit is there, keep your CFI. That's going to help you get through this in a most efficient fashion. But I'll also say this, more eyes on your flying does justice to you and the money you're spending and the effort you're putting in and getting a reward out of all of this. It makes you more well-rounded to have 1 or 2 or 3 other professional pilots. And yeah, when I'm talking about a CFI, a professional pilot, watching your flying, evaluating it, giving you feedback on it. You also maybe don't even realize this, but you have the tendency to copy your CFI's habits in your own flying. The way they call the tower, the way they do a soft field landing, the way they make landings, their thought process, the way they put together a flight plan, all of that, what you're doing, you're mimicking and replicating how they do it. Yeah, because they taught you. And that's why being an instructor is such a responsible position. It's filled with responsibility. So you want to have good habits as an instructor so that those students, when they mimic you, they're mimicking good things, good tendencies. But yeah, you'll have the tendency to copy how your CFI does. Aren't you a better pilot? Are you only saying there's one way to do everything the way your CFI does it? Absolutely not. There might be something better for you with a different instructor you just haven't met yet. And also to get second opinions, right? Your instructor, I'm not saying that they're lying to you, but why wouldn't you seek somebody else's opinion and an unbiased second opinion on how your flying is going? So more eyes on your flying, like a lot of things in life, is better. There won't be, well, let me scratch that. There should absolutely not be any hurt feelings by this. Yeah, flight instructing is a business. You don't want to lose students, especially good ones, especially ones that you like. There should not be any hurt feelings or hard feelings about this. And especially when you make it clear and intentional from the start for the sake of synergy. How about this? Go to your instructor, say, is there somebody you could set me up with for just a second opinion? Or I'd just like to fly with somebody else once. You're my person, no doubt about it. But oftentimes, if it's the instructor referring you to a different instructor, your primary referring you to a second instructor, there is that built-in understanding of what's going on. It's clear. It's all out there on the table. You're not going behind anybody's back. Again, this should not be like a human, like a love relationship, where there's fidelity or not. Like this should just be a professional situation where somebody understands, okay, I know what they're doing. They're going to get a second opinion and to just get a different evaluation and to affirm what we're doing here, maybe to learn something new. And we'll make this streamlined. I'll share with that instructor exactly where my student's at, what they've been working on, and hopefully what they can accomplish. So optimally, that's how it should go. Here are some good times to change CFIs. If you're just looking for somebody new that's your primary, when you are done with your private and you're about to do your instrument, okay, instrument to commercial. If you're trying another rating, maybe a seaplane rating, you probably have to switch up and go to somebody else for that. Or when you want to do your BFR, your biennial flight review, try somebody you've never worked with before. Theoretically, it should just be that one flight and that one day, but maybe you find somebody new. And go with references too, right? Don't necessarily pick names out of a hat. Go with somebody who you have been referred to. So I guess the overall point here is some people get loyal. I'm like that too. But as an instructor like I was, don't keep your CFI forever, right? It benefits you to have a wider range of opinions and insights and voices. If this video provided you any value, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to this channel for more content coming your way just like this.